Students of ninth class, once again let's do and begin our civics and the last portion. It's the civics last portion, chapter 5 and 6. And we shall be studying very practical knowledge we will be having about civics, that is a local self-government in the rural. Those students, those who are from the villages, they know very well about the local government in the villages, rurals. Okay, about the sarpanch and punches and all that. And about the city people, they know about municipalities, municipal committee and corporation. So we are studying that one because the central government cannot look into the matters of the villages. That only village know the needs of the people, not the central government, neither the state government. So in this chapter, we need to study, we need to make a research what government is in the village. Very basic education of politics is taught in the villages. So local self government is an institution, a political institution comprising locally elected representative managing the affairs of the locality and producing them with basic amenities. Whatever needs they face, they have, it has to be fulfilled by the local institution or local self government. In rural areas, such an institution is called panchayat, and in urban area, it's known as a municipal corporation or committee or municipality. Okay, so we shall be studying what is a panchayati raj system, three-tier system of panchayat. Okay, we are asked to study three-tier system of panchayati raj, that's gram sabha, panchayat smiti, and zilla parishad. So this is a three-tier are mostly for the villages, and we'll be studying one by one. And also the ICC this time has asked to us to study any four functions also of each. So what is three-tier system of government? We have gram panchayat at village level. Each and every village has gram panchayat. Panchayat samiti, that means two to four villages or five villages come together and they form panchayat samiti, or that is at block level or middle level. Then we have zilla parishad. All the villages together come under zilla district. It's known as a zilla parishad. So at the apex, zilla parishad, which looks after the block smiti also, the group of villages, and also the gram panchayat. Clear, students? So what qualification for election to local body should be? He must be citizen of India and not less than 21 years of age. He must be registered voter in case of panchayat, and he should not be a convict or have been disqualified by law of parliament or an undischarged insolvent. That means he should not be criminal or he should not be under any loan or declared by the court. He should not hold any office of profit. That means he should not be at a government job for any case. And the Constitution Amendment Act 1992 relating to Panchayat Part 9, 9th A relating to municipal provide for among other things uniform and fixed term of 5 years. What is the term? What is the duration of the panchayat? It's a 5 years. Central government also is 5 years. State government is also for 5 years, and panchayat and local bodies also is for 5 years. Then we have gram panchayat. The members of gram panchayat are elected by the gram sabha. In a sense, gram sabha function as general body of the gram panchayat. So gram panchayat, all villages are the member of gram panchayat, gram sabha, and the gram panchayat is elected by the gram sabha. All adult men and women, the village is registered as a voter, as a member of gram sabha. And we have a sarpanch, an honorary basis. Honorary base means he doesn't get any salary. He is elected directly sometime or indirectly sometime by the people or by the punches. And then there are members called as a punch. So there are sometime there are in some villages where there is more population are 5 to 31. Some villages is could be 5 to 9, and there are some villages which are there are two panchayats, and for some of them 1/3 of seats are reserved for women, and uh, for some seats are reserved for scheduled caste also. And this is all election is done by the principle of adult franchise. That means above 18 years old can vote for to elect sarpanch and panches or the members of gram panchayat. The office bearer we have sarpanch, vice sarpanch. Okay, they are honorary. That means they are not paid, but the paid officer are secretary at the Zilla Parishad, who looks after and is appointed by the state government. And then there is a treasurer. He is also a appointee of state government. Okay. So then we have students, we have four functions: administrative functions, social economic functions, and judicial functions. That means regarding the solving of the problems, cases in the village itself. So you just learn four of them. Any one or two here from one or two from here, or one or two from here. Very, very easy. So you go through. In this part, we shall study about all this, and then we will shift to Panchayat Samiti and Zilla Parishad in the next part. Thank you.